what else we got here as far as other equipment that you might want to have your goalies look into if they're going to take it seriously and start getting into it. One's going to be compression shorts. Compression shorts will just keep everything nice and tight where we don't get the ability to run around the whole time like field players. So you're going to have a little bit of tightness in your quads, you're going to have some tightness in the hamstrings, you're going to have some tightness in the calves, and we're expected to take these big goal kicks all the time. So compression shorts will help keep everything in, especially as the players get a little bit older. It's going to help out. You could take it a step further if you're playing on some really rough fields. For example, what we have right behind us, I would consider this a rough field. If I was playing goalie, I would be putting on these. I jokingly call them old man pants. They're just a padded short. I go the compression shorts and I put these on over the top of it. It just has padding all the way down the hip. It'll take some of that sting off when you do dive around. The older age bracket players, they're going to want to see these less and less because they're not as cool. But if you're playing on turf fields, if you guys have ever played at McMurray Field in St. Paul, you know that field's very unforgiving. These start to become a must. Or if they don't want to wear those, sometimes they'll elect just to go with the pants. Full length pants on that, that's fine. Referees don't mind as long as there's not a whole lot of things sticking out of them. You can go full length. A lot of players won't go full length unless it's really cold. What they'll do is they'll just hike the pants up to their shin guards, or you can just go with a 3/4 pant. Crystal likes to call them man capris.
Man prees is what
man
Aaron Carter calls them, man prees.
I just call them 3/4 pants. And actually when I train or when I work with them, I wear these pretty regularly just because they stop right at the calf, so they're not going to get in my way.
Yeah.
They're kind of cool to train with as far as temperature wise, and they do protect your hip. They get everything that you need right here. So another thing that they could have for equipment, and we forgot to bring this out yesterday. If they want some things that they can just train with on their own, it's called a reaction ball. You can just pick up a reaction ball. They're like $5 or $6 at soccer.com. They're fun to work with if you're just working individually. You just on your garage floor or a sidewalk, you can just drop it down and it kind of bounces all over. If you're training with it, we can actually, I'll roll it over to Scott here. You can roll it on the ground and it'll kind of tip directions. You throw it back to me and we're here. You can try to kind of do one of those things and hopefully it catches or it bounces. I mean, the grass is not letting it do its action here, but a lot of times it'll go.
Those nubs are so
exactly.
put in different directions.
If you were doing this on the cement over here, it'd be going left and right and up and down and all that kind of good stuff. So, and they sell bigger ones too. This is the smaller version of that, but that might be a piece that you just put in your soccer bag or have one of your players put in their soccer bags just to warm up with. All right, I think we're good on logistical stuff, right?
Touch on the rackets or anything like that?
Oh.
We're waiting for that. Wait.
Yeah, what he was, I just gave, this is my bag of tricks here. If you want to have some fun and you have some tennis gear, this is just a racquetball racket. You can grab some tennis balls. I know Mike, we've done some tennis ball drills. Yep. I think last year or the year before that we did some tennis ball drills with your daughter.
Yep.
So you can just fire them at them with the tennis ball. I mean, you don't got to really rack them, but just enough to get them thinking, moving around a little bit. So they're trying to get in front of the ball. Drop it on the ground. Just move them side to side a little bit. But if you got a lot of tennis balls, there's probably 40 tennis balls in there. We'll just dump them all out and just hammer away up. Tennis balls are really good for playing goalie though. You can do a lot of things with them. Right on down to if you're looking for hand-eye coordination, teach them to juggle or try to challenge them to juggle. It's a good hand-eye coordination. It's tougher to do when you got gloves on. But you can also do things as like a warm-up. So I'll just do this and you just try to go down and grab. All right, yep, just toss it back. Trying to catch tennis balls when you got gloves on, sometimes it's a challenge. But you can do all sorts of stuff. I know the one, Mike, I think you probably remember, we just put a big bundle of tennis balls down, and all that you had to do is you just have to go down and grab them and toss them up to me. But I had them spread out all over the place, so what they were doing is they were just working on that ready position and just jumping all over the place. You could just do a ton of stuff with tennis balls, even if it's just as simple as he's got to catch with one hand, and then I just challenge. So he's working on his hand-eye coordination with each of the hands. Or you tell him, right hand, right hand, right hand, left hand. So there's just all sorts of things that you can do with the tennis balls. So if you got a can of tennis balls or a bunch of them and you want to keep them in your soccer bag, you can make some interesting drills that way too. So.
And at home, they can do individual things. If you have like a mini trampoline, you can do those kinds of things. Or against the wall, there's lots of different drills you can look at to throw it against the wall, catch it, throw it against the wall.
I used to throw a bunch of them on the roof and just try to catch them before they hit the ground rolling off the roof. Works on your reactions, your high reactions. So